already see the preview. We're going to use blend mode. Okay, and to kind of adding color or certain chains of the color, and I'm gonna introduce you a basic blend of blend if a little bit too before we do more a little detail later on. So I'm gonna close this down. I'm gonna go to File, Open. I put it under Source Images and pick. Before we pick anything else, can you pick a how about the sample? Oh, you don't have that one. Bring the grayscale 6-step first, and can you go ahead and download some image from the stock photo? You can call scenery or something like that. How about scene? Here we go. Something like this, and do a little bit of this one. Might be easier because just kind of monotone color. So go. What? Why is locked? Okay, hold on. Oh, that's a stock photo. So how about, oh, this is a cool one. Is it? Where is that? Oh, Myanmar, Burma. So let's download this one then. Highest one. Oh wait, yeah, just do highest, and then you just open it up using Photoshop, and File, Open, under Download. That one. Well, this one is super saturation. Hey guys, this is not a good image. It's too saturated because we are going to use contrast to play around with. Let's grab something that more neutral color. Like, how about this one? That one might be good. Here we go. And I'm gonna grab the largest size and go ahead to Photoshop and open it. Okay. Here we go. So I think this is the best one. And then you go to grayscale here, Control A, switch to a marquee selection to Control A. Control A is a select all. Okay. And then edit copy, shortcut is Control C. And then you go to this image and paste it on top of it. And then go ahead, close this down. I think this is good enough size too. And let's save this file right away. Save as, and I'm gonna call 00 basic blend mode. Okay, I'm gonna put it inside my folder. Here we go. And of course, always turn on a color profile. Just use the small one, that's fine. And I'm gonna scale this a little bit, Control T, and grab. I'm gonna add all. So just like this. Don't have to fill up the image because I just want to talk about what if the blend mode. Okay, so right now the blend mode is right here. You have normal, which is all the current layer that you select is become normal color with no blending. Now you have a darker section, and then you have lighter section, and these are contrast, and this is the color division, and this is the color mode. Okay, so now can you try the darkening? Okay, what darkening does is ignore the white volumes and multiply only the black volumes. That's it. So now when you switch to multiply, it will create a 50% multiply on the darker volumes to it. So that's why you get something like this. And you can try a little more, like play with color burn. So we'll create a high contrast and ignore all the white, but blend all the darker pixel to make it super dark to black. Okay. And then linear blur are similar, but no blending fall off. Basically, just like go straight in the one angle, and darkening everything, but ignore white. Okay. So if there's a lighter volumes, they basically kind of ignore it. Okay. So now you have a darker color. Can you see this? Look like this. And then you have lighter. Can you see the lightening? It just kind of ignore the black color, lit everything in between. So, and then you kind of play around with the screen. Can you see light everything up? Any white color will add more, darker color will add less. So same thing as color dodge. Can you see it can blow off everything? And then linear dodge, it's just linear. Now lighter color, so any darker pixel will be eliminated. Oh, we're not eliminated, sorry, white lighter pixel will be eliminated. Okay. So now what about the contrast? Overlay just to contrast dark and light. Okay. So you have soft light will kind of create a little fall off and subtle between darker volumes and lighter volumes. And then you have a hard light. So it's really contrast based on the maximum volumes of the lights and so on. Vivid light to create a high contrast on the pixel. Okay, linear, dull everything, pin. You kind of pin 50% gray, and then hot mix, just like harsh contrast. Now you have different, these are color mode. Here we go, can you see that? Divided. And then you have a huge, using huge of the color still under color mode. And this is called, I think it's called, similar to abstract, but I forgot the whole name of that. And then now you can do saturation, and then you can paint color too. Now we can come back with the paint color later, and luminosity. Okay, so kind of reversing. Okay, and now the color mode, you can actually doing a grayscale, and then you paint color on top of the grayscale. Basically, you're gonna use hues and remove the black and white, but contain the grayscale mode. So basically create a shade. It's like in the past, like in Learn a Song, they do grazing color. So they paint a little monochrome with a brown and dark brown, light brown to dark brown, and then they add color on top by grazing it. So, okay, so that's something to do. Like, so now you kind of get a little bit of like what the difference between this. Darkening, I do multiplier, will be blending a little softer on the light and dark color. Same thing as the screen. Okay, so now there's a soft light that create a high contrast, like contrast. So when you see the lighter color is had higher, darker color is lower contrast. So that's, you get something like this. Okay. So now this one you don't have to submit. So we're gonna just save this and then close it down. Okay. So the next thing we wanted, let's open up a image. Let me go to a large icon, and oops, under source images. So I'm gonna go to pick this guy. Okay. This guy. Okay. So let's save this as save scene as save file as, and I'm gonna put in my PSD and change to Photoshop file, and contrast. So I can do a lighter and darker contrast. So I'm gonna put A. Okay. Okay. So now I can add color on this. And you can use a mode. You don't have to paint them, but you can if you want to paint them. So to paint them, basically, you just turn on another layers. You duplicate this, and then, well, hold on, don't do that yet. So let's create a gradient. So I'm gonna create a new layers, and I'm gonna use a gradient 2. Okay, I'm gonna do changing different colors. So, and I think I can go to the basic. I'm gonna do a foreground to background color, but I'm gonna change the color first. So lighter color, I'm gonna switch like this, and then I'm gonna go a little bit more yellow. Like a sunlight kind of. Okay, so, and that will be my sunlight. Now on the back though, because we're gonna focus only on a lighter pixel, right? So now based on this, I will change to radius so that they are not just a straight line. So I'm gonna click and drag like this. Now the inside will be black. Oh, the outside will be black like this. So let me make it a little smaller. Okay. So wait a minute. I want this to be gradient. Let me do it again one more time. Here we go. Hey guys, can you change this? Oops, sorry, right here to be a gradient, not classic one, so that you can come back and manipulate this angle and things like that. So now I'm gonna get rid of the first one, and right here, let's do a screen lightening, multiply. Can you see? Okay, multiply. Now with multiply, it will multiply all the lighter color to the darker pixel. Now I can do soft light or overlay. When I use overlay, I kind of get a little better lighting there. So I could try vivid light too. Can you see? Vivid light, pin light. Maybe because I want a color to be on the surface on the so seems like linear burn might be good. Okay, actually I don't like it. I like the overlay. Now we're doing contrast. Let's do I want we just want the highlight to be on. Can you see right there, to be yellow, and then anything on the back will be gone. So now what if I click on this and double click on this icon here, and can you change from black to white? Here we go. So we leave a little lighter on the bottom so that we can add blue into this. So a little yellow there, and if you like, I'm gonna click OK. I can shrink this up. I can increase a little bit larger so that the yellow are fading into more like this. Okay. Now we're gonna add the blue now. So I'm gonna click new, turn on gradient, and choose gradient option, not classic one. Okay, and we're gonna change a little bit. So you could actually drag from here to there, just for now, and then we can change color later. And then this one, let's change the color from yellow. Double click on it, and then let's do blue. I'm gonna do a little darker blue. There we go. And I'm gonna keep the white though. Okay. So, and under color mode, what about multiply? Multiply, I think multiply might be color burn, linear color, darker color. We want to fill only on the black. So maybe let's move This one is kind of good. Can you see right here? No, that one is too flat. And I could do soft light again. What if I do hard light? Soft light might be better. Well, vivid. I think I'm gonna do, how about hard light? And then I want the lightest color to be gone. Okay, right here. So we can actually masking them. We can try this. So select the red. I think the red is darker. Hold on. That's the RGB. Red, green, blue is no because it's a grayscale. So I think my red are higher contrast. Let's duplicate this. Okay, so, and that will be our masking. So control click, it masks a little bit. Go to layers. So right now, hey guys, you might need to deselect them after mask. Just select the layer, and I'm gonna active the masking layer here. So I'm gonna reverse the selection because I'm gonna kind of pick. Why this one is blue now? Oh, there's a mask on it. Let me highlight. Oh, yeah, I highlight the mask. So never mind. Select that, and now Control Alt Delete to fill with black color. Can you see? Now it's mask off. Can you see it like that? Now I'm gonna deselect and then select the object. Can you see it now? It look like this. So I mask off. I just use one of, yes.
What did you do to
You just go here first. You grab the red channel and duplicate it, and then control click to load that selection. Can you see red copy? And then you go to a masking and Alt Delete, which is filled with foreground color. Alt Delete, and then now you masking all the highlight and keep all the dark shadow, so that you get something like this. So this is something to do, like something that you can add on a little bit. And now you can also actually control the highlight more too. I'm not going to show you that one yet. Let's wait for the blend if. We can do more actually. And if you want a darker color, you could just go double click and let's bring it darker. Can you see it's a little nicer, actually darker, so that won't be too flat. Okay, something like this. Okay, and now can you see you can add 2-3 color as needed by masking it. Like you can mask like highlight, mid-tone, and then the dark tone too. Like right now, can you see these are lighter tone, mid-tone, darker tone. So you can actually lit up and change the color by masking around like this. Okay, so this one you're gonna have to submit them. Okay, so switch to save your file first. Okay, and do screen capture again. I want to see your two things. Okay, so you might want to bring the channel and layers out. You can make the layer floating and then select the channel and then drag this so that you don't have to do screen cap twice. So here we go. Then you move this away. Okay. I'm gonna make this a little longer so that when I do screen cap, that looks a little nicer. So something like this, right? Okay. And hey guys, I have a little darken right here. I can just keep masking, but don't have to do it. So, okay, so I want to see your hey guys, make sure you do large. Okay, I want to see your layer and I want to see your channel palette. Yeah.
Can I have some help with the mask? 'Cause I'm
Okay.
just lost in
Let me do this and then we pause. So I'm gonna do screen cap, new, gonna grab a little border in there. So save. This one will be a number 2. Number 2. This one will be a blend mode. We can do a contrast, lighten, darken, and contrast. Darken, contrast. You can do lighten, darken, and contrast. I think that's what we do. So lighten. Okay, so that's one. Let me pause the video now. Okay. Maybe let me do record multiple video and stop.